The night I realized someone had been inside my apartment, the worst part wasn't the unlocked window. It was the coffee. I'd been living alone in a second-floor unit in Columbus for about 2 years at that point. Quiet building, mostly older tenants, the kind of place where nothing happens. I worked remotely, kept odd hours, and honestly didn't talk to my neighbors much. Normal stuff. It started small, the way these things always do. I'd come back from the grocery store and feel like the air was different. Not a smell exactly. More like the apartment had been recently occupied. I told myself it was the HVAC. Old building, weird airflow. I believed that for about 3 weeks. Then I noticed my coffee mug was on the wrong side of the sink. I'm left-handed. I always set it on the left. It was on the right, handle turned inward. Clean, like it had been washed. I stood there for a long time just looking at it. I started paying attention after that. A chair slightly pulled out. My bedroom curtain disturbed, that small gap I always kept facing the wall now facing the window. Nothing stolen. Nothing obviously moved. Just these tiny, careful rearrangements that someone would only notice if they lived there. I changed my locks. Checked the windows every night. Nothing. 2 months later I mentioned it offhand to my downstairs neighbor, Mrs. Aldridge. She was quiet for a second and then said the man in the unit before me had lived there for 11 years. She said he moved out because the building manager had a habit, and she looked away when she said it. I asked her what kind of habit. She just said, he liked to check on people. Make sure they were okay. I laughed it off. Went upstairs. Made coffee. When I sat down, I realized the mug was already out. On the counter. On the right side. I hadn't taken it out of the cabinet yet. I don't know how long I sat there, completely still, listening to every sound the building made. I moved out the following week, and I never once felt safe packing my things alone.